It is not stress, it is not depression, and it is certainly not disease. Yet many people are quietly declining every single day because their vital essence is being depleted. A strange condition is spreading through the bodies of millions. During the day, they feel sluggish and unfocused. At night, their sleep is filled with restless dreams. Food has no taste. Sleep is never deep. Memory fades. The heart feels uneasy, yet no clear cause can be found. They try everything to recover. Supplements, vitamins, exercise, meditation. But nothing truly helps. The more they try, the more exhausted they become. Because they are trying to repair a house, while its foundation, the root of vital essence, has long been decaying. A Taoist master once told me, modern people who lose their essence are like trees without roots. But what is even more tragic is that they do not even realize it. They live as if they were still strong, as if they still had enough energy for everything. Until one day, the body collapses without warning. And by then, every remedy comes too late. So if your life feels drained of vitality, if your enthusiasm is fading, if your mind no longer feels steady, then perhaps what you need is not another new medicine. Perhaps what you need is to restore what once existed within you, your vital essence. By watching this video until the end, you will understand what is silently draining your life force and how to restore it, using the same principles that the ancient masters followed to preserve life, not through modern technology, but through understanding the rhythms of nature, the cycles of the body, and the deep wisdom of Eastern energy cultivation. This is profound knowledge. Many people need to watch it 3 times before they fully understand. And yet for some, a single moment of clarity, a single moment of listening with full attention, has changed the course of their entire lives. If you are ready to begin the journey of understanding and preserving the root of your vitality, then continue. This is not entertainment. This is a reminder, perhaps the last reminder, before your life force is truly exhausted. If the previous part made you question the state of your own vitality, then this part will reveal the bigger picture. The environment in which modern people now live, a world that appears civilized, yet is deeply dangerous to our life energy. Today, we are exposed to endless stimulation that the ancients never faced. Bright screens glowing late into the night, provocative images everywhere, so common that they become part of daily sight, late night pleasures without limits, and a horrid lifestyle that drains life from every breath. Desire is constantly awakened. Before the mind can settle, it is pulled away again by endless artificial temptations. Within this relentless cycle, vital essence, the root of life, is slowly drained away, day after day, without anyone noticing. The ancients once said, essence is the root, energy is the trunk, the body is the branches. When the roots weaken, the tree cannot grow strong, and it cannot flourish. Loss of essence is not just fatigue after one night. It is not simply lack of focus in the morning. To lose essence is to trade away your life force. And the most frightening part is that most people never see it happening. Essence does not spill like blood. It leaves no visible wounds. Instead, it fades silently. In every moment we live outside the path of moderation. What you are about to hear is not ordinary advice. This is not unfounded theory. It is wisdom distilled across thousands of years. From Taoist practice, energy cultivation, and Eastern medicine, traditions that once preserved human life, simply by restoring original vitality. And most importantly, you do not need expensive supplements. You do not need costly therapies. All you need is understanding and correct practice. When energy is guided properly, essence will regenerate, spirit will stabilize, and life will gradually recover in the most natural way, the way heaven and earth originally designed. This is a journey back to your original vitality, a place where life does not need to be forced, because it naturally shines from within. If you now understand that vital essence is being silently worn down by modern life, then it is time to look deeper into the true nature of essence itself. The ancients regarded essence as a root of life, something entirely different from what modern medicine describes as reproductive fluid. In ancient energy science, essence is not merely a physical substance. Essence is primordial energy, the original life force given to each person at birth. It is stored in the kidneys, and in the region known as the gate of life, the furnace of human vitality. From essence arises marrow to nourish the bones. From essence arises spirit to nourish the mind. From essence arises energy to sustain the entire body. If the body is like a lantern, then essence is the oil. When the oil is gone, the light goes out. Ancient teachings say, when essence is full, energy is strong. When energy is strong, the spirit is clear. When essence is weak, energy scatters. When energy scatters, the body falls into disorder. Once, an old Taoist hermit living in the mountains of Western Sichuan told me something I will never forget. He was over 100 years old. He lived simply. No phone, no medicine, no supplements. Every morning he drank a cup of young tea and meditated under the early sunlight. His eyes were half closed, yet bright. His skin still carried the warmth of circulating blood. I asked him the secret of his long life. He did not answer immediately. Instead, he placed his hand on his lower abdomen, the lower dantian, and said slowly, "Never let even a drop of essence be lost." At first I thought it was a metaphor. Only later did I understand. It was the essence of an entire way of life, living in harmony with energy and preserving one's destiny. Essence is not like blood. It does not simply regenerate after loss. Essence is the root force. When it is depleted without renewal, both body and mind begin to decline. People who lose too much essence often become restless in spirit. They dream excessively. They fall into negative thoughts. They become emotionally fragile. They lose focus. Their resolve weakens. Their complexion fades. Their eyes seem empty. Their bodies grow cold from within. And the more essence is lost, the weaker the will becomes, making it even harder to resist temptation. And so the loss continues, a downward spiral. For this reason, the ancients guarded essence like a sacred treasure. They observed nature, the seasons, the rhythms of life. They practiced moderation in action, in lifestyle, and even in thought. Preserving essence was a form of cultivation. When essence is abundant, a person has the strength to master emotions, to master desires, and to master actions. When essence is depleted, the body begins to control the mind. Loss of essence is not just loss of strength, it is loss of clarity. Loss of essence means losing sovereignty over one's own life. To preserve essence is to preserve inner power. What causes the greatest damage to essence? And why did the ancients always warn against excessive loss? That answer comes next. Only then will we understand why losing essence is losing life itself. After understanding what essence truly is, and why the ancients regarded it as the root of life, the next question becomes clear. What happens when essence is depleted? And why did the ancients believe that losing essence was the first step toward a shortened life? The answer lies in a simple yet profound teaching. When essence declines, the spirit departs. When the spirit departs, life shortens. This means that when essence is excessively depleted, the spirit, the inner clarity and quiet awareness within us, loses its place to rest. And when the spirit disperses, life itself begins to fade. This is not an immediate physical death. It is a slow decay from within, a gradual fading of life, often disguised under modern names: stress, depression, loss of direction, lack of motivation, and chronic exhaustion. To see how essence is damaged, we do not need to search far. We only need to look at modern life. Human beings now live surrounded by countless forces that drain vital essence every day, yet all of it seems normal. Unrestrained relationships, chronic late nights, constant exposure to stimulating content without any control, relentless pursuit of pleasure and desire with no point of balance. All of this is like opening a valve of life energy, allowing it to flow outward continuously without ever closing it. At first, the signs are small: mild fatigue, restless sleep, forgetfulness, loss of interest. Then comes the emptiness, the loss of the ability to love, the loss of inner connection, and finally, collapse, not because of a specific disease, but because the root of life has been exhausted. There was once a famous martial artist in China. In his youth, he was a symbol of strength, a powerful body, explosive strikes, unmatched endurance. But only a few years after reaching fame, he suddenly retired without explanation. Fans were disappointed. Rumors spread. No one understood. Only later, during a private meeting with an old physician, the truth was revealed. After feeling his pulse, the physician asked very little. He simply looked into the fighter's eyes and said, "You are not exhausted. The warmth of energy beneath your navel is gone." The fighter broke into tears, not because he was ill, but because at last someone had seen the truth inside him. It was not that his muscles had lost strength. It was that the root of his vitality had been worn away through years of reckless living, without moderation, without preserving energy, without protecting essence. From that day forward, he quietly withdrew from public life. He lived in seclusion. He practiced meditation. He regulated his breathing. He drank warm water. He ate simple food. He slept early. After 3 years, not only had his health returned, the brightness had come back to his eyes, and his vital essence had been restored. But he never returned to the arena. He once said, "Defeating others is only temporary. Preserving strong energy, that is victory in life." His story is not unusual. It is only one fragment of a much larger picture. In today's world, many people are not truly ill, yet they feel tired all the time. They have no disease, yet they find no joy in living. They are not visibly broken, yet slowly they lose their will, their motivation, and their strength. They are not fully living, They are quietly sliding downhill, along the slope of declining life energy, and no one warns them before it is too late.